The Simple Network Management Protocol, SNMP, is a protocol used to manage and monitor network devices. It gathers information from network devices such as routers and switches to monitor their performance and control them when necessary. There are two main versions of SNMP commonly used today: SNMP version 2C and SNMP version 3. In a nutshell, version 2C is easier to set up, but less secure. SNMP version 3 provides more security, but is a little more complex to configure and use. If you want to learn more before you decide which version is best for your network, click the link in the description for details. Whether you decide to configure SNMP version 2C or version 3, I encourage you to watch the configuration videos for version 2C first, as there is relevant information that this video builds on. A link for that is provided there as well. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll show you how to configure SNMP version 3 on Catalyst 1200 and 1300 switches. Next. For this demonstration, I'll use a Catalyst 1200 series switch running firmware version 4.1.4.1. Start by logging into the web user interface of your switch. Go into Advanced mode. Under Administration System Settings, you can see that the system location, system contact, and host name have been configured on this switch. Under SNMP Views, I have a view configured called SBSC. To activate SNMP on the switch, go to Security and then TCP/UDP Services. Select the Enable checkbox for SNMP service. Click Apply. Under the UDP service table, you will notice that SNMP shows under Service Name. The local port shows 161. Now you need to activate the SNMP engine ID. This is an important value used between the switch and the NMS system for user authentication. Go into the SNMP engine ID, select Use Default, and click Apply. The switch will update the configuration accordingly. The next step is to create the SNMPv3 group. To start, go into SNMP Groups and click the plus icon to create a group. This is where you're going to apply the most used configuration parameters. Name the group, select SNMPv3 for the security model, and enable the option for authentication and privacy. This will allow you to bind the SNMP view to this SNMP group. I'll use only the read and write options and select the SNMP view for SBSC. The notify option will only be for the SNMP traps. If selecting the view, limit the content traps sent by the switch according to the view configuration. If notify is not selected, then all content in the traps will be displayed. Once done, click Apply. Finally, create an SNMPv3 user to be added to the group you just created. Go to SNMP Users. Click the plus icon. Fill out the parameters. Put a name for your user and select Engine ID Local. By default, this is going to be selected. My group name will be automatically selected because I only created one group. For the authentication method, select SHA and type the plaintext password. The switch will encrypt it once the configuration is done. Now, for the privacy method, select AES and type the plaintext password. Click Apply to save the configuration. The switch will encrypt the passwords applied to the user. For security reasons, the passwords are not shown in the web user interface or the command line interface. Now, using the same third-party tool for verification that I used for version 2C, I will run a query for the SNMP object called System. In the response, the object identifiers, OIDs, 1.3.6.1.2.1.1.8.x and 1.3.6.1.2.1.1.9.x won't be displayed. Perfect. This confirms that SNMPv3 is working correctly on the switch. There you have it. Security with SNMP version 3. If you'd like more information on the common SNMPv3 OIDs on Catalyst 1200 and 1300 series switches, click the article link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.